You spoke to Basilstein, who said that there was a gnome in Fort Knucklebones that knew possibly the whereabouts of the last item you needed for Lulu's dream machine. So you went and spoke to Prospector Manu Mithrodigger, sorry, who said that in the far north of Avernus there was a mine which had strange mechanical creations, and there was one in particular with a extremely large eye, which forced him out of the mine. He says that this creature could possibly have the cog box, the Nirvana cog box, which you need. So you guys headed in that direction to this mine. Along the way, you stopped at a hill where you found a bunch of knights impaled on trees of iron. And one of these knights you've found out was Jandar Sunstar, one of the first Hell Rider, was the first High Rider of the Hell Riders. You learned that the Hell Riders were built on a false pretense. Jandar Sunstar was a general for Zariel. During the fight in Avernus, he got scared, led his armies out of Avernus, and closed the gates behind him. He went back to Elturel proclaiming victory, and they were known as the Hell Riders then after. So you guys learned the Hell Riders aren't exactly what they were. And you guys decided to just leave him there hanging from this tree, enduring his forever torment.
No, I definitely tried to cut his head off, and he turned to dust.
Oh, yeah. That happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot about that bit.
I'm quite sour over this thing. This man.
Yep, Jandar Sunstar. After that, you headed up to the mine, where you found a bunch of mechanical constructs. They were like golems that could meld into the ground, and they would pop up and fight you. And then there's also the bolter, which would shoot big bolts at you guys. And now you stopped here at this double doors. You definitely do not know what's on the other side because you didn't peek. Does anyone have any questions about that? What happened last time?
No, sir.
Nope.
Can I get a rough idea? Just, I don't need numbers, just a rough idea of like where everybody's health is at. Like, is anybody in bad shape or medium shape?
I'm in perfect shape. Actually, I have
I'm
temporary
fine.
hit points that I need to get rid of, I believe. Right? We got 12 temp hit points from something.
I think you got some from Nigel, and you would have probably gotten some from my bear totem last combat.
Yeah, I don't think they stacked though. I think Nigel's overrode the bear totem hit points, I believe.
All right.
Yes. Temporary hit points last until you long rest.
Okay.
Because what I need. Thanks, everybody. gonna let y'all die.
Wow.
Yay. It's okay, I can die once.
Whoa. That's so mean.
I will come haunt you.
I love it. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Jesus, Mary.
Yeah, try swinging a golf club again. I'll be there, bud.
You cannot distract me.
That's what you say now.
Mm-hmm.
No.
The charisma or the temporary hit points everyone should have from my skill was 12.
Yes.
I thought I heard 10.
No, it's 12.
I said 12. I might have,
Yeah, I already used them, so fuck them.
All right.
Jesus.
I got my my tusks are my way of talking. That's why you heard 10 instead of 12.
Right.
Right on.
Dura, do you mind making Reginald small again, though, for me?
No problem.
I thought you were gonna do it again.
When you do it, can you play like a shrinking sound effect?
Just terrifying.
Oh, so good.
That was cursed.
This is little eyes.
Oh my god. It scared me.
All right, so you got this door in front of you.
Okay, so we're Adel asks everyone. So we're here looking for a gnome.
No, we're here looking for a one-eyed mechanical beast.
Oh right, the one-eyed mechanical beast.
Yes,
that
so he had its cog box.
has the cog box.
Yes.
Right. Okay, well we have this door. Should I work my magic on the door?
Please.
Okay, Dura. So Nigel's gonna walk up to the door and inspect the door.
Okay, so the door you find is made of this orange-ish metal. Something you definitely have never seen before. The doors are locked.
Interesting. Is there any way, like a keyhole, or can Nigel look underneath the door, see, try to get an idea what's behind it?
There is a keyhole, yes.
Nigel peeks through the keyhole.
Okay, so directly in front of the door, you see large pipes, gears on like gear, like wheels, I guess, that are moving around.
Like cogs.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then there's like giant gates which are acting as walls, I guess.
Okay.
They're like walls with holes in them. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Those walls look like they can be scaled? It sounds like they have like convenient little footholds and stuff. Maybe we could climb those walls.
Yeah, you could. It'd be difficult, but you could.
I don't know if Lamrag's gonna be climbing any walls. Do the doors have anything on them? Any artwork or writing or anything?
There are depictions of small geometric creatures in large groups. They look like they're marching together. So there's like circle, like spheres, triangle shaped creatures, there's cubes, all manner of shapes. And at the top of this, there's a There's... I don't know how to describe them.
Being proficient in history, would I recognize any of this?
You could roll for me, history. Okay, so you would recognize this as the great, at least one of the great Mojon Marches. Every 289 years, these creatures, the Mojons, they march across the outer plains. And most Mojons will participate in this.
Oh my god, I remember these guys from Out of the Abyss. They're so fucking adorable. Would that give me any kind of hint on how to work this door? Could I step forward and maybe, like, if I notice anything?
Give me investigation.
Oh wow, that's not bad. Not mad at that roll.
So you notice there's a particular set of Mojons, which are on a line, I guess, that is carved out of the door. It looks like if you were to move it from the top of the door to the bottom, it would unlock it.
I do just this. I say nothing. I just do it.
Okay. I think I explained that well enough. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
It's like on a
It's like on a track in the door or something?
It's on a track.
Okay, yeah.
Ergol kind of nods and enjoys Lamrak just like getting shit done.
That's how Lamorak be doing. And he's just gonna step right into the door.
Takari's gonna move forward and look to Nigel and ask, would it maybe be beneficial to us for you to check for some traps along this way?
It would be. But Nigel looks over to Lamorak and says, but I don't think he's gonna wait around.
I would imagine Lamorak could hear this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Takari will look to Lamorak and say, let our gnome go first, if he'd be inclined. She's like stepping around having conversations. She's very much like walking on eggshells here with Lamorak.
He just stares and says, go on, gnome. Do your job.
Okay. Then Duro and Nigel's is gonna go up ahead and inspect for traps, walking very cautiously forward.
Okay. You'll find that the traps are very apparent here. There are, just ahead of you, 2 sets of whirling blades.
Let's see, they're whirling. Are they spinning? I guess this wouldn't be relevant. Do they appear to be spinning about the same speed as the cogs next to it?
I suppose so, yes.
Well, we could try to stop the cogs. Maybe that would stop the blades from spinning. We could get around them. Or better yet, how much space is underneath the blades? Could we crawl underneath? Does it look like?
No, they're standing about 3 feet from the ground. Well, I guess you could crawl under them, but it would definitely be dangerous.
Definitely. Okay. The aforementioned the gate up ahead. You said that there's like a fence or like a gate that looks like it'd be scaled.
I was talking about these walls here that are covering up the pipes.
Right. We don't know if that's where we want to go, but it looks like we could safely travel along this pipe, maybe.
Ergoth kind of like looks over the blades and eyes like this little open area over here. Hold on, I'm trying to ping the area. Right there. And he's gonna take out his Sickle of Outsider Slaying and open up a portal directly in front of him, and then the other one right here.
Wow, even better.
That'll work.
I have a quick question, Duro.
Yes.
Can we tell if all of the gears are connected to the same system or if they're on like separate systems?
So these go like under the wall, under the ground, in the walls, that kind of thing. So it's not really apparent what each one is hooked up to.
Okay.
These cogs here, these gears are spinning as well, right?
Yes.
So sorry, go ahead.
So in front of you, you find a flame statue, I guess. A statue which is producing a flame from its mouth. It is blocking your path.
Aragoth is he sees the gears turning, and I believe he picked up a sword from like a body from the I forget where. He was hoping it was an ornate sword, but it looked like crap. Apparently, just like an average sword, and he's just gonna jam it in between the gears and see what happens.
Okay, you picked up that sword in the tomb of the Hell Riders.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna jam it between these like two gears right here, and then
All
he
right.
backs up a little bit.
The statue, let's say, so the cogs, they are now stuck from the blade. And the fire statue ceases to produce this flame.
Oh, cool. I thought it was gonna stop the blades from spinning, but that's even better. That works.
No. The blades are still spinning.
Okay. Aragoth, he looks at the statue and says, "Don't know if that sword's gonna hold the entire time, so might want to make our way while that's open."
Nigel goes there, goes fist bump, and leaps across.
Nice. Yeah, Takari's not gonna waste any time. She's gonna move across as quickly as she can.
Yeah, Rune will follow along.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there you are.
now to your left. Here you find these are red gates of zappy electricity. They are continuous across the whole wall here. And just beyond the gate is a large mechanical construct. It has a central articulating eye, 2 broad arms, and a central disc below its eye. It is hovering just above the ground.
Do we see any sort of like mechanics?
So there are some things over here you could take a look at.
Bones might have lost their internet.
Oh, hi,
I think I did.
You're good now.
Oh, okay.
We hear you, but you're.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the raid, Kasumba.
It's trying to reconnect. I might have to restart it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
No, it's fine now.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can hear you okay, too.
Stream's back up.
So yeah, there's some stuff over here. This creature, it notices your presence, but it does not attempt to break past the gates.
Now you are vampire.
Well, do we want to mess with that thing?
Do we have to mess with it?
I guess we do. We were looking for a mechanical automaton with an eye. And
Do we think that has the box?
Is it like it looks like it would have gears in it, right? Does the cog box, is that something that like runs a machine? So like a motor?
Yes.
And yes, Ruin, according to the gnome at Fort Knucklebones, this thing supposedly has a cog box.
Then it must die.
Agreed. Those
Oh,
red zappy things look dangerous.
So these these zappy lines, these zappy guys, Duro, would this be something that is like reaching to the ceiling?
Yes.
okay.
If you would imagine Star Wars: The Phantom Menace
Yes.
during the battle of Darth Maul and Obi-Wan, those like those doors, I guess, whatever it was.
Or fences, whatever. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. So shooting an arrow through it is not possible.
Correct.
Ooh, I'll just put that right
Um,
here.
Takari's gonna remind the party, don't let it look at you.
Ergal's hiding behind the that little corner there. How sturdy do those little pillars look that are
Wow, 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 wow.
creating the doors?
They are sufficiently strong enough that you would have trouble damaging them.
Might have used my portal a little bit too soon. Although I'm not in any rush to get near that thing.
Perhaps if we
Wow,
attack
wow,
it from
wow,
here, it
wow,
will drop the
wow.
shields and come out and fight us.
Is it hot in here or is it AVERNUS?
Could not a spell perhaps get through that shield?
Is Misty Step a teleportation spell? I'm kind of afraid to do it though because like I don't know what would happen if I went through that as a Misty Step. As a Misty Stepper.
So you can give me an intelligence check for me if you want.
It's going to be a very average roll.
With that attitude.
Wow. While everyone is like talking amongst themselves, Lamorak goes around back here and pulls out a javelin and tries to shove it down into the gears.
Okay. So first, Ergoth, you could deduce that any sort of spell that would produce a projectile or whatever would not be able to go through the gates. But if it was another type of spell, which would is not a projectile, could possibly go through. And then, Lamorak, you jam the javelin into the gears, causing them to cease functioning. It appears that the gates have lost considerable strength, but they are still standing.
I would like to take a second javelin and try to throw them into the gears that I can see on the other side. Is that possible? Can I do that?
I tell Lamorak my deduction about the doors, but Ergo says they seem weaker though, so maybe if you throw it with enough gumption, maybe they'll go through. That's my guess.
Yeah, give me an attack roll, please.
Sounds good. Oh, jeez.
Your javelin goes through, but you're not able to hit the correct spot on these gears.
Ruin says, I think I may be able to destroy the gears. Would you like me to?
Lamorak nods to Ruin.
Ruin's going to cast Shatter on the gears.
Nigel, when he
Nice.
hears this, he's hiding.
Okay, so
Draw my shield.
the gears explode in a thunderous fashion, and the gates are the gate fizzles out, and it is now open.
Lamorak looks to Ruin and says, yes, I seem to remember such a spell. And he looks like very unenthused, reflecting on the time that Ruin cast it on him.
Yup. Ruin was totally eyeballing Lamric out the side of his eye the whole time he was casting it. What's the reaction from the creature when the shield goes down?
Oh, it directs its eye towards the group, and it gets in a what's a good adjective? An assertive posture, I guess.
Defensive stance.
Yeah.
Initiate combat mode.
Do we get a free spell, or are we going to roll initiative?
We're gonna roll initiative.
Yay!
Of course we are.
Hey, I was just trying to maybe give Ruin a chance of doing something early in the round.
Do we have homework, teacher? That's what vibe was.
Ooh! I'll try not to roll too big on my initiatives, guys.
Don't get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold down the back with me. We'll be fine.
We'll take up the rear.
I mean, I haven't died yet, and I've rolled pretty much the worst initiative all campaign.
Yeah.
It's strategic. Don't sell yourself short.
Let's go with that. I like it.
Yeah. It's like when Nigel tactfully retreats.
Yeah. We won't call it hiding.
No, tactfully
Oh.
retreating.
It's like the guy that comes in when the whole thing is done and be like, okay, glad I could help out.
Right? Or they say, we did a great job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
This is a group project.
Good job, team.
There is no ruin in team.
I also love that I took on the feat inspiring leader. It's very fitting.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's so
god.
good.
All right, Ergoth, you're going up first.
Oh crap! All right. Just gonna do a very basic longbow attack first, just to test the guy out.
Okay, you're gonna hit.
Okay, cool. Then what I will do is do bonus action ensnaring strike. Wait, hold on. My chat. Let me refresh my page. My chat's not showing up.
Taunted.
There we go. I'll roll for damage for the longbow, and then I'm gonna do bonus action ensnaring strike and see what happens. Let me put the spell up there. And I believe the DC is my spell save DC is not 12, right? It'd be my wisdom spellcasting DC, which would be 15, I believe.
Yes, so it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus.
Which is
no,
4.
Let's see. So it's 8 plus your spellcasting proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Alright, so it'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah.
Okay, so it needs to make a 15. Okay, so you're not able to ensnare it.
Okay. And then I'll do another longbow attack.
Okay. You didn't roll for damage though on that.
I did. It's 10. 10 damage for the first arrow.
Oh, it only happens when it's restricted. Okay.
Yeah. 16 damage total. And then I'm gonna back up because that thing's kind of scary.
Okay. It is Takari's turn.
Real quick, Duro, with temporary hit points, so if we have the temporary hit points from Nigel and those are depleted and I have Spirit of the Bear up, do you just automatically get 7 more, or do I have to wait to put Spirit of the Bear up?
If you run out of hit points, your temporary hit points, then you get new ones automatically if there's something that provides you that.
Okay, and is Lamorak and Ruin out of temporary hit points?
I have 7 right now.
Ruin's
Okay.
totally out of them.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use Spirit Totem. Put Spirit of the Bear right here. It would be great if I pinged it first. So that way, the whole party should get them once they run out of temporary hit points.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna peek out, and I am going to try to cast Entangle.
Okay. All right, so I need to make a strength saving throw. Okay, so it'll make that save.
Damn it. All right, I'm gonna sneak back in here.
Let me draw a square where that is. I assume you cast it right on him, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It would have been right there. You said he did or he didn't make it?
He did.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that square is where it is.
Okay.
All right, Nigel, it is your turn.
Okay, so first I activate my shadow clones using the Rod of Delusions.
You did use them last time.
I did? No.
Yes.
Crap. Okay. Well, then I'm going to peek out to see what's going on. Okay, he's still over there.
Yep, he has not moved.
Then I'm going to cast Mirror Image. There you go. So I've got 3 mirror images surrounding me.
Okay.
And let's see. Would hiding behind here provide full cover?
Yes.
Like, is there a wall here?
There is a wall there.
Okay, but that's also Takari's hiding spot, it looks like. Then I'm going to just run back into my little hidey hole.
Okay. No problem. Okay, it is the construct's turn. Okay, so it'll keep moving. It will move up here. It will slam both Ruin and
Oh, hi, everybody.
Lamrak. You both take 30 damage.
Damn.
Roger.
Wait, did you say 30?
Yes.
Oh, there you
Oh
are.
boy, I don't look good.
There is no roll to it. He just does it.
What are the temporary hit points I get from the totem?
It
Can-
is. What was that?
Oh, can Ruin retaliate with Wrath of the Storm?
Yes. And just so everyone knows, this is a feature of the creature anyways. That it has, so I didn't make it up. It is in the book.
I
It
hope
does-
lightning
It just does damage. It doesn't raid. It doesn't roll for it.
So, Jura, what exactly it slammed them with its
Yes, with its fists.
with its big meaty fists?
Yes.
What a guy.
Okay.
It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Would you consider this an attack then?
Yes, it is an attack.
Okay, just for my future reference. Got it.
Okay. It is Ruin's turn.
Well, shit. That completely changed what I wanted to do. No, it doesn't. Ruin's going to cast Shatter on it at 5th level.
Okay.
I'm going to maximize the thunder damage with my Channel Divinity at 48. And it gets disadvantage on saving throws because it's metal and construct or whatever.
Okay.
So it's a Constitution saving throw, TC 17.
I'm wondering because if it's metal, if lightning damage does more damage, or
It's
if
not
it charges
lightning,
it.
it's thunder damage.
Yeah.
All right. So it will save. So wait, it has disadvantage, you said?
It has disadvantage, yep.
Okay. So I'll use its legendary resistance to make it save automatically.
Okay, so 24
Damn.
damage.
Okay. And then you also notice that this creature is somewhat resistant to thunder, specifically.
Noted. Thank you. Ruin will voice a few choice words and end his turn.
All right. It is Sir Lamorak's turn.
All right. Do I get the temp hit points now from the totem?
Yes.
How many was that? 7?
Yeah, it's 7.
Cool. Thank you, Bones.
You're welcome.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon. And I would like it to be like a sword. It looks like a flaming sword, basically. That is the symbol of the god that I worship.
Okay. Good choice. I will produce a sword for you.
And I will go ahead and attack with that. Ow! He's doing great. now that we got that crit fail out of the way, I'm just gonna start hacking away at him with Evil's Bane.
Okay.
That hit.
Yes.
And one more whack.
16. That does not.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Ergoth, it's up to you now.
Oh crap! So when Ergolf hit him with the arrows, did he notice any difficulty in piercing the construct?
So there was some resistance to it, yes.
Okay, hoping it was like made out of something. If it was made of lead, I might have been able to do more damage. I'm gonna do bonus action. Wait, do I want to do bonus action that, or do I want to do Zephyr Strike? I'm gonna give myself advantage on my arrow attack with Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
For my one attack, my first attack is gonna have advantage. Glad I did that. We'll roll for damage. I'm gonna roll for sneak attack damage as well.
All right, are you turning this into force?
Yeah, it's let me double check that because let me reset my. If I double click the chat, it pops out and then it doesn't open again.
Okay.
I gotta refresh. There we go. Let me put up my Zephyr Strike info on the chat. So for text, that attack does deal force damage. Oh no, it deals an extra D8. The what changes all my attacks to force damage is Planar Warrior. So the extra D8, which I will roll now, that's
All right.
force. But the arrow hitting is just regular piercing damage. So that's at 16, 26 damage, 26 regular damage, and then 5 force damage.
Okay, that's the first attack for your next one.
Also, I'll use my Orcus Fury because he's mad that he's not. The arrows are bouncing off, but doing a little bit. Are they like sticking in his like gears and his like elbow joints and all that? Yeah.
he's not like, you're still hurting him, but not as much.
So I'm going to roll that first longbow attack that does that to the Orcish Fury. Alright. Second longbow attack. Foot whip. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
10 piercing. And I have 60 feet of movement because I use Zephyr Strike. So I will use that to back up and hide. Well, not hide, but back up. Well, first, before I do that, is the statue still spewing gas?
Is what? Sorry.
The statue is it spewing like the gas like it was before? Is it still
No, it was fire, but
fire? Okay.
yeah.
Good to go then through there, because Airgolf is gonna
Yes, you can move through it.
get a better position there.
All right, Takari, your turn.
Did you get my message about Hunter's Mark?
Oh,
I'll just ask you. Can I upcast Hunter's Mark? Is that allowed?
Yes, you can upcast Hunter's Mark. Let me see.
I wasn't
think
sure.
so.
And I'm not sure how to upcast.
So instead of so you can upcast it to a 3rd or 4th level. Well, let's see. Okay, so with upcasting, instead of spending the 1st level to cast it, you would spend whatever level you choose.
Okay.
Not all spells can be upcasted, but Hunter's Mark, it doesn't increase damage. It increases how long you can concentrate on it instead.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that's really nice, actually. That's good to know. I don't think I need to upcast it right now, but I am going to go ahead and use Hunter's Mark for this attack.
Okay.
So we're PPOing. I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration to reroll.
Okay.
That's not great. That's much better.
Nice.
Nice. And then I'm going to attack again. Ooh, I don't think that hits, does it?
It does not.
Okay. And I'm actually not really going to use... Well, so remind me from last session, when he does his bludgeoning attack, I know he can't grapple, but does his bludgeoning attack still cause damage?
With Reginald?
Yeah.
Yes. If they're immune to it, he doesn't deal damage, but he still grapples them.
Okay,
That's
so
what you're asking.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to move him. I'm going to move him here, and I'm going to have him attack.
Okay.
Kerchow.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Got it.
All right. We're up to Nigel.
Okay. So I come out from my little hidey hole right here. Okay, so it looks like he's moved about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least he's got 30 feet movement speed, so he can get to me pretty quickly if he had to. So what am I seeing from here, Duro? Are my teammates looking pretty banged up, and how is this construct thing looking?
So the construct looks he's taking some damage, but he's perfectly fine. Ruin and Lamrak, I'm sure they could take another couple hits.
Okay. So as this thing's like swinging around, do I get a view of its backside or anything like that?
Yes, when it swings to attack, it like It spins.
Was there any obvious like weak points? Maybe like a door or like a chink in the armor on the backside of it or anything like that?
No, you did not notice such a thing.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to stand my ground here, and I'm going to fire the Rod of Delusions at it.
Okay.
Oh, big oof. I'm going to use an inspiration to
Okay.
re-roll that attack. Okay, hopefully that hits.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. So let's roll for the rod itself. And then a d10 for this psychic. And I think my sneak attack is up to 5d6, yeah. So. Big oof. Okay. And yeah, I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay. It is its turn. Now let's see. You'll move there. You two, actually you three, you get an attack of opportunity. Let's go ahead and roll me that.
It's just one hit, right?
Yes.
Ah, wrong. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I have a thing that allows me to do that with this paladin. Great weapon fighting. Anytime I roll a 1 or a 2 on damage, I can choose to re-roll it, but I have to take the re-roll.
It's on the damage, not the attack roll.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Why? Okay, I'm dumb. I even said it when I was reading it.
No problem.
Is that what's Evil's Bane? Is that a spell or an attack?
It's the name of my weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Screw it. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna use my inspiration because I'd really love to get a hit on this guy before he fucks off. Wow. Oh my god. What a waste. I guess I'll go die now.
Forgot to line up your helmet.
Yeah.
You got hit too hard last time.
Yep. Feel a little weird.
Gotta get your helmet tailored and fitted. I'm seeing like the like Monty Python like helmet thing going on where you can't see what you're doing.
Okay, so I want everyone in this area. So this construct is going to create an arcane energy that emanates from its chest. From this central thing right there. So I want all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Did my spiritual weapon get attack of opportunity too?
No, because it's not a creature which would have reactions.
You said it's arcane, so it's magic. I have advantage against wisdom saves due to my gnome cunning.
Okay, I will say yes for that. This one specifically.
Is Reginald in that range as well?
Yes.
Big oof. I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll this save.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just I'll accept my fate.
All right. All of you take 30 force damage.
Did I not save with a 19 to roll?
You saved.
Okay.
You take half damage.
I need all the help I can get.
Wow. I'm down. I'm actually -1.
Well, it's a good thing Ruin's up next.
Yeah.
Ruin, it's your turn.
Ruin's casting Mass Cure Wounds.
Ew.
Don't forget to factor in the 7 temporary hit points into that when you make your calculations.
God, that's a crappy ass roll, but there it is.
I
15 for
did.
everybody gets 15. Everybody's within range.
Awesome.
And that'll be my turn.
Sir Lamrack, it is your turn.
I am going to stand from basically getting knocked to the ground. Slowly I stand up and I like place my hand on myself and I'm just like quietly whispering this prayer as like a golden light comes from my hand and begins to like seep into my armor, into my chest, and I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands for the full 50.
Nice.
Because Lord, this guy hits like a truck.
Saves me with turn economy there.
And is this like this thing that he casts? Is it an aura that's up, or was it like a one-time like AOE?
It was like a wave of energy which like emanated from him.
Okay. I'm not going to move toward him just yet, but I am going to have you move my sword next to him and I'm going to hit him with the spiritual weapon.
Okay. It was like a shockwave. That hits. Cuz it was force damage.
Oh, look at me go. Yeah, a little sword.
All right, Ergos.
All right, I gotta get 30 feet within this guy. I see them like having a lot of trouble in Ergos. It's kind of like clenching his teeth and like he's gonna be a little bit more brave than he wants to be, and he's gonna move a little bit closer to this thing. Oops, not like all right.
Yeah, get up there.
God, Duro.
All right, I'm gonna do bonus action Planar Warrior before I attack, so that all my attacks are force damage.
You're standing in the gap.
I was encouraging him.
Is that a gap or like a?
I assumed it was a gap.
I just saw like looks like steps to me.
Oh, they steps? I thought they were gaps.
They are steps.
Steps. Okay.
Let me make sure I read Planar Warrior correctly, because I haven't used it in a while. Bonus action next time I hit with the creature this turn with a weapon attack. So the two attacks are 1, so 1 is A. So only one of them is going to be Planar Warrior, right? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Alright. Well, I'll go ahead and draw my bow. And this time my bow seems to be vibrating as I do it. And I'm going to...
The bow's angry.
Yeah, the bow is angry. Oh yeah, I'm clicking the wrong thing. There we go. Bonus action Planar Warrior. Regular attack. Hopefully it hits. That doesn't hit.
It does not.
I'll attack again. Almost
There you
crit.
go.
Alright, so that's going to be 6 force and another 6 force. I don't get. Do I get sneak attack for the knight or the blade? No, right?
I would say no because it's not technically a creature or an ally. I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's a spell.
And that was my movement that I used, I believe.
You used 15.
Okay. I'm gonna back up. Back where I was.
Okay, that is not being brave.
Nope.
It's tactfully retreating. It's
Yeah.
perfectly brave.
Aragorn is full tactical. He doesn't believe in courage.
Yeah, guerrilla warfare here.
All right, Takari, it's your turn.
I'm pewing. Ooh, this is my second attack.
There you
Okay, I'll
go.
take it. And then Hunter's Mark. Kerchow. I'm moving Reginald. Kerchow.
Reginald hits.
Thank God.
All right, so you deal 21. And Reginald deals 9 for 30 total.
Nice.
All right, Nigel, it's your turn.
All right. From this point, I'm going to fire my bow at this thing again. Oh, my glob. Yeah. I need to get in the game, so I'm gonna play my second luck point. I'm gonna cry in the corner. I'm gonna go hide.
All right. It is the construct's turn. He is currently
God.
grappled by Reginald, so he will slap Reginald.
I'm imagining Reginald just like resting his claw on top of it, and somehow it's making him not move.
Can you tell me now if it's going to be more than 7 damage? Because that's Reginald dead.
He will hit Reginald for 30.
Yeah, Reginald is extremely dead.
Reginald is a puddle on the ground.
Oh,
This guy's a real dickhead.
Kill my crab.
He's crab soup.
And then he will slap Ruin.
Okay.
For 30.
Roger.
And it is Ruin's turn.
The rune's gonna heal. Let me just find it. So Ruin will heal for that amount, and that'll be his turn.
27?
Yep.
All right. Sir Lamrak, it is your turn.
Go spiritual weapon. Nope. I am just whacking at this guy.
All right, you hit. All right, and you create a radiant wound on him.
Good.
Nice.
That one unfortunately does not hit.
Fine.
Hey, got one.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna stay right where I am.
All right, Argoth, it's your turn.
I have to be within 30 feet from the creature to use Planar Warrior. So Aragorn is gonna kind of like pop around real quick. Bonus action Planar Warrior. I'm gonna activate, and I'll just do a Longbow Attack.
Okay.
No hitty.
No, unfortunately not.
Can I? I'm gonna use my inspiration for that one.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good time to use it.
Yes, please, let's kill this guy.
Didn't work.
All
All right.
You're rolling pretty low tonight.
Yeah. Well, I guess I get a second attack. That hits. Right. I hope.
Yeah, that does.
It's like 17's AC. It seems like. All right. So that's gonna be force damage. This is gonna be force damage. and I believe I get sneak attack, which is not forced. How does that work with Planar Warrior? I'll roll though. Sneak attack. Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. So you guys do notice that this construct has begun to begin to leak oil from it. There's gaping wounds within it. So do that how you will. Or
Oh, he
use that
leaking.
information how you will. All right, Takari, it's your turn.
Hitting him with the bow again. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
Yes.
It's my turn.
All right, Nigel, it's your turn.
Okay, so Nigel comes out of retirement. And... So this thing's looking pretty near dead.
It is getting there, yes.
He's talking about Ruin, not the monster.
Yeah.
Okay, as a free action, Nigel will ask Ruin how he's doing. Does he need any healing, anything?
Ruin will just scream at you, shut up and kill it.
Okay. In that case, debating on like getting in this thing's face or not, but I'd probably die. So no. I'm gonna shoot a bow at it.
Okay.
Rod of Delusions. Dude, I suck.
Yeah, all of you guys do tonight.
Thanks, Duro.
I was gonna say thanks for the encouragement, bud.
Feeling really good about
I'm
myself.
always here to encourage you all to do your best.
Yep.
Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna roll a luck point and see if I can actually hit this thing. My last luck point.
Goodbye, luck point.
Okay. That's at least a hit.
Yeah, it is.
So for the piercing, for the psychic, and then for the sneak attack damage, and then I'm going to hide.
Okay, let's see how much damage that was. A lot, for sure. All right, it is the construct's turn. He'll move over here, so you two get an attack of opportunity again.
Woohoo! I believe in myself. I'm gonna hit this time.
Look, Ruin hit.
Just kidding.
All right, Ruin, you're gonna hit for 17. So Lamrak, you do not hit, but you do cause 5 damage from its wound.
Ah!
It will break this this cog here, which is attached to the pipe, and it will cause poisonous fumes to begin to enter this room.
Oh, dear.
One got like a mending spell.
Nigel does. I can mend.
So right now, it is in this square.
Wait, did this thing die? I missed that.
No, it broke the pipe, which caused what you could suspect to be poisonous fumes to begin to fill the room.
Okay. I can't do anything until my turn, so I'll mend it on my next turn.
Okay, Ruin, it's your turn.
Okay. Ruin is going to move right up to and hit it with his trident. It just misses, I think.
Yes.
Yep. And then he's going to cast. Hang on one sec. He's going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on him. And that'll be his turn.
All right, so Lamrock, is your turn.
Oh. Oh, just enough. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna smack him. I don't think my... That's the... Oh, okay, it can only move up to 20 feet? My sword? Oh, that should put it right by him.
Yeah, it should be.
Move
Good.
my sword for me. Okay. I attack with the spiritual weapon first.
Okay.
Smacky schmack. Hey, wayo!
Nice.
Hey, ayo! Look at a spiritual weapon doing its best. Alright. Ah, jeez.
That does not hit.
Don't sound so disappointed. Oh!
Oh, there you go.
Ah,
All right.
your disappointment gives me fuel.
I want you to tell me how you want to kill it.
Oh, man. I take my sword and I lift it over my head and I thrust it blade first into his great eye.
All right, and then it putters as it whirls around in a circle, and it collapses onto its back.
If Nigel hears the death throes, then he's gonna come dashing out of his corner and mend this poison pipe.
There's no beeping for any kind of possible self-destruct, is there?
The poison. Oh, let's see. Yep, the poison gas does fill up, though.
Oh, hey.
Oh dear.
Well, okay, real quick. They suspected that this guy had the cog box on him, right?
Right.
Well, at least in it somewhere.
Yeah.
So I am going to reach down and just grab it by one of its limbs and start trying to drag it out with me. I don't know if you want me to roll for that.
Let's see. So I will have Nigel. Did you move in there already?
Yeah, I'm assuming as this thing is being drug out, Nigel wants to mend this pipe to stop the room
okay.
filling up with any more gas.
Yeah. So we'll have. Do you have to be next to it to do that?
You have to touch it.
Mending is a range of touch, yeah. So I have to touch
Okay.
wherever it
I wasn't
broke.
sure if your mage hand can do it for you.
Mage hand. No, it could use my thieves' tools. It could disarm traps, but it can't cast mending.
Okay, I want you three to roll me a. Well, let's have a. Let's see. What kind of poison is
con save, I
Ruin,
think.
you are immune to the poison. This kind
Roger
of
that.
gas.
I was going to bring that up in a second to see if that applied.
Yes, you are immune to it.
Thank you.
You two, though, Sir Lamrak and Nigel, roll me a con save, please.
Ruin, as soon as he sees Nigel come in, he's going to tell Nigel to leave. He'll take care of it.
Okay.
Do you have mend?
I do. It's one of my cantrips.
Okay, nice.
Oh, okay. Then I never entered the gas.
Yep.
Yes.
That's fine. Sir Lamrak, you are unaffected by this poison.
Yeah, I've huffed enough
gas.
gas in my life. I'm fine.
The mental image of that. That's really good. Thank you for that one.
I am still dragging this thing out of here, though.
Okay, that's fine. I'll move it over here.
Real quick, what is Lamrak looking like? Like, what health points wise? Hit points, I mean, God.
I'm looking like a #1 stud.
Outstanding.
No, I'm quite great. I'm just like 13 off from being full health because I gave myself that lay on hands, which is like 50 points.
Oops.
Okay.
Ergolf is gonna pat Lamrak on the back and he's like, "Nice hit." And as he does so, he's gonna do a cure wounds on him.
And then, Ruin, what are your hit points like?
He's like 60%.
Okay.
All right, Ruin, you pick up the handle, I guess, for the pipe. You put it back on the pipe, and you cast mending to repair it. So it's stopping the spewing of poisonous gas.
Awesome. I'll put that on my resume.
Outstanding.
I would too.
Do I see anything on this guy that looks like a worthy trophy for me? I do love a good trophy from battle, you know?
You could take its like main spike on its head.
Oh, fuck yes. Yes, I take that.
Yeah, it's like it looks similar to a spear. It's about a foot long.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa, that'd be cool if you can like put it on the end of your javelin and get some extra damage points on there.
That could be ranged.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like using it as some sort of weapon would be pretty sweet.
I mean, Ergolf's looking at this and he's like, "Oh man, this could be so much armor," but he doesn't really have the like technical ability to do it.
All right. Who's gonna fish around for the parts you need?
I'm just eyeing up the machine to see if I can spot anything that's cockboxy.
All right. Roll me investigation, please.
Ruin's just going to cast Prayer of Healing while they do that research
Well-
and try to get that box out. That'll just that'll hit everybody.
I was gonna say, why don't you save your spell slot? I
Okay.
can just do cure wounds through the dragon orb.
Okay.
Lamrak, I think you're only down 1 point after I did cure wounds on you.
Yes, you're correct. Thank you very much. I mean, Lamrak ignored you touching him.
Yeah. He, like Ergolf knows, like he gets it. He's not like offended by being ignored. He's just like patting, just like kind of like going with it. He's like looking at the machine as he passed Lamrak.
All right. So you fish around and into this construct. You find a small box inside of it. You pull it out and notice there are many cogs attached to it, but you also notice that it appears to not be running on any source of fuel. So it is a perpetual motion, I mean.
Don't you be talking sciences to me.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Real quick, Duro, I hate to interrupt, but I just need to know what dice I need to roll for the Cure Wounds for 5th level.
It is. Let's see. So it'd be 5d8. So it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier per spell level.
Got
So
it.
it's 5th level, so you're gonna roll 5d8.
Thank you. And then no modifiers with that, just a straight 5d8.
It's plus your spellcasting
Oh,
modifier.
you literally just said that to me. So
Yeah.
that'd be plus 6? No.
Okay, so you have all the parts you need for the quest you've been on for a very long time now.
Wait, sorry, Duro. Cure Wounds is the D8 with the level plus spellcasting ability, which is the Wisdom modifier, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So actually, Lamorak, you're maxed out. Just that, I gotta remember the spellcasting modifier. I forget that. I tend to forget that.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, so you are free to leave this place.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Let's take a long rest as soon as we can.
Please.
So you guys came in here looking for what was it called? Also, you were looking for Batorian steel.
I think Takari might have noticed something like an outcropping of something along the way, but that could have just been map stuff.
Do you mean this?
That was jarring. Yes.
Is this machine made of that steel?
You could roll me. Let's see. What do you know about steel?
Not a lot, because I got raised by druids, so...
You would not know then, if what kind of metal it's made out of. You could obviously just tell that it's steel, but you don't know if it's like a special type of steel.
It's metal.
Aragold kind of like voices the opinion. He like eyes the machine, like has like a confused look. Is like, is this possibly that steel that we're looking for? And he looks at the party.
Victorian steel? Does anyone happen to know if maybe Victorian steel is thunder resistant?
I know nothing about it.
Because I noticed it resisted your thunder spell
Indeed.
earlier, although it was metal, which is a bit odd. At any rate, it couldn't hurt to take maybe a plate of its armor with us.
How much steel did this guy want us to get for him? The Batorian.
He did not specify. He was just looking for some.
Aragold kind of wants us to somehow take the entire machine with us.
I don't think that's going to be easily done.
No,
I can
probably
carry it
not.
out. You guys could strap it to the war machine.
Maybe.
Got
Hate to
some
see it
ratchet
go to
straps.
waste.
Does anyone know the floating disc spell?
No,
Darn.
Nope.
but I do have some rope.
Nobody liked my ratchet strap joke.
It was a bit ratchet.
Pew, pew, pew,
I
pew, pew. feel like Cooper would appreciate it. He likes a good ratchet strap.
Do we need to take the whole thing?
I would try until it inconveniences us, perhaps.
Okay. We still have to get past those spinning blades from earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh wait. Yeah. We can sleep here till tomorrow and then I'll do another portal. I just dropped my pistachio shells. Crap.
God.
Classic Ergo.
My good berry.
Well, we know that jamming of the cogs stops most of these traps or whatever, so we could jam the cogs from earlier, which we did not before opening the portal, right? And then we could jam those and stop those blades, and then we could safely track this thing out of here immediately. I'd rather get out of here sooner rather than later.
We could also push. Wait, did we get the cog box out of it? Is that what we're doing here?
Yes, you did already. You
Yeah.
specifically.
We could just push the machine into the blade and just like let it shatter everything, and then do it to the next one. We could just use it as our like battering ram to get out.
It would also be really satisfying to just defile the corpse like that as well.
And then we'll get lots of pieces to pick up. Make it easier. Let's process this machine. Let's process our hunt.
Okay.
All right, so you begin dragging it.
Yeah, I want to help like Lamrak as Lamrak's dragging it. I'm going to help him push it into the spinning blade.
All right, so you push it into the spinning blade, and its sufficient mass hits against the blade, and the blade snaps.
Nice.
It's still like spinning, but it broke at the
pointy end.
The base of the blade.
There's two blades that it has to go through, right?
Yes.
Just to be like extra cocky, can I like pick him up and throw him into the next blade? Just as like a display of power.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Nat 1, nat
Gladly.
1, nat 1.
This guy is big. He's made of steel. Okay.
That's what you get, Ruin.
That's what you get.
I deserve it.
You lift it above your head and toss it into the blade.
I like yell like this like horrible like guttural like yell when I do this, as though like I'm taking out some pent up aggression from earlier on him.
Seeing this, Nigel will attempt to pick up like a little piece of like shrapnel that fell out somewhere around.
Yeah, you find some bits of metal.
Okay, now just gonna try to pick up a relatively light looking piece of shrapnel. Now I'm gonna roll a strength.
Okay.
You little.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah. Nigel,
Yeah.
he throws it. I'm gonna roll strength again to see how far I throw it.
Ergos is kind of picking up any of the shrapnel pieces that are like sprawled apart. The blades that were shattered, they're not whole at all, right? They're not like a useful weapon, possibly.
No, they've been damaged.
Okay.
Nigel, you throw it about 20 feet in front of you.
Nice. Nigel flexes his bicep.
Lamrak does not notice you.
Nigel kisses his bicep and keeps on moving.
Thing.
All right, so you drag this construct back to the war machine and get it all strapped in.
Dura, would it be too much to ask if I can just go ahead and resummon Reginald so I can have my beautiful baby boy back?
Yes.
Thank you. That is too much to ask. Hew, hew, hew.
Yeah, good question. Which one do you think I mean?
I'm not going to test my luck. And I'm just gonna continue on in this adventure.
Can we long rest as the vehicle moves along, or do we need to?
Yes, you can long rest.
Okay.
Yay, spell slots again.
Okay, so now is the important question. Where do you go to next?
Takari is going to look to Ruin and mutter in Infernal. We need to get to Bell's Forge. I don't know if we have had enough time to let Lamorak cool down.
Ruin's just going to mutter back, that one will never cool down. He must face it or not.
Still in Infernal, Takari is going to speak to, God, what is his name? The devil that's driving. I have it written down.
Uldrak.
She's going to tell Uldrak to head for Bell's Forge. And then she's just going to sit quietly and not say anything to anybody else.
Okay. I'll have you guys do your caravan rolls for me, please. Twice.
Wait, what's at Bell's Forge? Is that where Maggie is? Who's going to construct the dream machine for us?
No, that is at Fort Knucklebones. At Bell's Forge, you will find Bell. You were asked to go there on behalf of Bitter Breath, also known as Lizeth. She will help you in defeating Zariel, only if you get Bell's help as well.
Wait, get whose help at Bell's Forge?
To get Bell's help at Bell's Forge.
And Bell will help us defeat Zariel?
Yes, if you, yes.
If we convince Bell. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling for survival, or am I rolling for perception? Sorry. For food.
I'll roll
It
perception
is survival.
Okay. Oh, there's my 2 rolls.
Okay, let's see.
Didn't we buy rations at that
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, but to save on using the
we
rations.
bought I bought like 20 rations, I think.
Sure, but to
Okay.
save on having to use them.
Takari, on the journey to Bell's Forge, you find no food.
Oops.
I bought 20 rations, so I'm gonna spread them out amongst the party on that day. This is a 2-day trip, I guess we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spread out those-
Lamorak doesn't need one. I have rations.
Yeah, Ruin doesn't need one either.
All right.
Takari also doesn't need them.
Nigel's tummy is growling and he gladly accepts your ration.
He's gonna give you 2 rations, and then he'll eat one for one day, one for the other day.
Nigel will eat both.
All right.
Okay. Has anyone been keeping track of the soul coins you're using? Because I have not.
Not for the days.
That's 2 soul coins. We had 12 at one point.
We had 14.
14.
So
Okay.
each person got given 7.
So now we're at 12. Wait, when did we get those 14?
Oh,
We had 14 and then we split them so that Nigel could use the motorcycle.
Right.
And then we have 7 for the war machine.
yeah, Belgar gave Uldrak 7 and Nigel 7. And we haven't subtracted from that total since then, so whatever we've traveled since then needs to be subtracted.
So that'd be 4 soul coins for this trip.
I think we're out of soul coins.
No, we've got
No.
now we've got wait, we traveled to the mine after we got the soul
So
coins, right?
No. So listen. So we have traveled 2 days from the mine to Bell's Forge. So that's 2. And then traveling there was another 2. So that's 4.
Right.
And then traveling, Belgara died at, was it Archon's Tower? No, it was the obelisk of Feeble X. And then so however many we used to get across to Fort Knucklebone, I'm sure that was another 3. So we are out of soul coins.
There was also a time where Nigel loaded up his bike on the back of the war machine, so that might have saved us 1 maybe. But yeah, it's going to be tight.
I mean, these gas prices are crazy.
So yeah, we are officially out of soul coins.
Yeah, I think we probably are.
Well, I don't know. I had a stash before. Never mind. Yeah, we're totally out of soul coins.
Maybe Bell will help us out. We'll see. Cross that bridge, I suppose.
No, I had a few tucked away.
Oh.
So Nigel is, I guess, inconspicuously like feeding soul coins then into this war machine. To keep things
Wow,
going.
imagine that. Nigel has a secret stash of money.
Hey.
Eh.
But yeah, I had a number of soul coins in my inventory here, but I think I was operating under the assumption that I had 14 given to me from Belgara. So it appears that it was only 7. So yeah, I've got.
I'm pretty sure if my calculations are correct, you guys have used 6.
Yeah, I have kind of like enough. I have plenty of soul coins right now. It seems like.
Yeah, and it was at one point you did say you were putting the bike on the war machine.
Right. I only rode the bike for like a couple of days.
Okay.
All right, so you guys should have 1 from the 7 left. All right, so you arrive at Bell's Forge. A gargantuan volcano dominates the horizon. Clouds of fire and ash spew from the caldera, and the air trembles with its angry rumbles. A vast, multi-layered fortress has been hewn into the volcano's rocky slopes. Do you guys approach it? This fortress?
Takari's gonna get off of the war machine and she's gonna look at Lamorak and say, I'm going in and I'm going to get this help that we need.
Did you want anyone to join you?
She'll look back at the rest of the party, almost like pleading. Like,
Ruin will go with you.
Yeah, like, back me up here, guys.
Yeah, Ruin's totally with
Oh
you.
yeah, Nigel definitely, obviously will follow along.
I'll back you up from afar. You got Ruin and Nigel following you in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's Lamorak gonna do?
I go no further. And he just sits on his horse.
Aragoth is kind of like watching the party go in from the harpoon on the war machine, and then he looks down at Lamorak on his horse, and he's like about to say something, and then he's like, "Nah, never mind." And he just keeps looking at the party walking into the forge.
Takari's gonna look back at Lamorak and give him a singular nod and say, "That is your decision. Then I'm not facing Zariel without as much help as we can get."
I just want to say mean asshole things.
Then say mean asshole things. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. It might hurt Takari's.
Lamorak looks back to her and says, trying to figure out how to word this. Yeah, no, I can't figure out how to word it. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Basically, like a thanks, Captain Obvious.
Okay. I'm just mental image of Lamorak just saying, thanks, Captain Obvious.
I guess he would maybe say something along the lines of, yes, you are quite the keen observationist.
Takari's just gonna turn on her heel and start walking towards the entrance.
All right. As you approach this fortress, a large group of devils emerge from the gates and attempt to intercept you. This group is being led by 2 barbed devils, and behind them is a group of 10 bearded devils. As they get closer, they fan out to create a semicircle around you. A devil speaks to you in Infernal. You approach the gates of Bell's Forge. State your business lest you come with us as prisoners.
In Infernal, Takari will respond, we're here to speak with Bell. We've been sent here by Bitter Breath, to look for aid in stopping Zariel.
The devil seems surprised. Bitter breath, you say? He turns and whispers to the other barbed devil. Bell would have an interest in your audience.
Then take me to her.
The group of devils create 2 columns around you as they escort you through the fortress. A wave of heat hits you as you first enter the mountain. Thankfully, your cloak and your... I don't think any of you were wearing coveralls. I think that was just air ghosts.
Yep.
They protect you from this intensity. A wrought iron spiral staircase ascends into a cavernous forge. Channels of bubbling lava wind through the complex, casting fiery light over huge anvils. Steel pylons and gantries keep a huge and terrible new machine suspended above a pool of magma. Chained giants with coal-black skin and fiery orange hair hammer out weapons under the malignant gaze of a pit fiend seated in a flying fortress. Throughout the forge, sparks fall like rain. So I'll bring you to the forge. I gotta make some adjustments into who's present.
Presents? Where?
You
There's
all
lots
pleasant.
of presents, but you're not there.
I am the pleasant. Bone said it.
You all are pleasant.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out where I am. So this is Belle over here, I'm assuming.
You would assume so, yes.
Okay. And are any of the devils like stopping me from trying to approach Belle?
No.
Okay.
Well, these are they're giants. Well, I guess the devils who were escorting you.
Yeah.
They led you down here and they showed you where he was.
Okay. Takari's gonna start moving towards Belle.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave Reginald where he is, where he's a safe boy. Oh, I want to kiss him.
Oh my god, calm down.
On the way, Nigel points out to Takari he cast the whisper spell, so only Takari could hear this. Hey, there's there appears to be a writer's desk on the west side of the room. If you could create a distraction, I could get closer. If you get everyone's attention. I could sneak over there.
Takari doesn't say anything back, but in her little elf brain, she isn't sure what kind of distraction she could cause. But she kind of gives a shrug to Nigel.
Okay. Nigel does the same thing to. Never mind. Rowan won't care.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
So Takari, is gonna approach Belle, and she's gonna clear her throat, sort of nervously, and she's sort of shifting from foot to foot, and says, "Still an infernal. I understand that you are able to aid us. We've been sent by Bitter Breath."
You come on word of Bitter Breath, a dear friend of mine. What could I possibly help you with?
Still very nervously, Takari is clearly fidgeting with her hands in front of her, and says, "We are looking to stop and defeat Zariel."
Bell leans forward in his hovering chair. What you propose is difficult. I am a loyal vassal to Zariel. Such an act would be seen as treasonous, and I would surely be demoted if not outright killed. I am sorry, but I cannot accept it.
Would it be treason if she is dead, Belle?
You begin to hear Bell speak to you telepathically. Zariel has spies all around. You are in danger by being here. My disdain for Zariel has no bounds, and Bitter Breath knows it. But you must understand my position. I'm an advisor and armor to the Archduchess of Avernus, both prestigious titles. If Zariel found out, or worse, Asmodeus, what I have built up will be lost in a matter of moments. I will help you, but right now, an open fight is out of the question.
Nigel raises his hand.
He can't hear that. He's speaking to me telepathically.
Oh,
I did
right,
say he's
right.
speaking to each of you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
So
okay,
you
yeah,
could,
that,
but
yeah.
you can't speak back to him telepathically.
Okay.
So Nigel raises his hand. Does Bell? What's his name?
Yeah, Bill.
Does Bell respond?
He raises his finger as if like pointing to you.
I really have to go to the bathroom. And he kind of like sticks his like knees together and kind of like shakes around. Do you have a bathroom anywhere in here, Bell, sir?
My forge is not accustomed to pre-souls.
Nigel says, well, we have our biological needs, of course. Listen, I'll just go somewhere discreet, and I'll be right back.
Bill puts his hand on his face.
So does Takari.
Carry on. They'll fill me in later. And Nigel kind of like scurries off to some corner somewhere.
Takari sort of narrows her eyes at Belle and says, "Very well. I understand your loyalty." She looks up at Ruin briefly and then back to Belle and says, "We have business in Fort Knucklebone. If this pleases you to have this knowledge."
If you wish, he's speaking to you telepathically again. If you wish to receive my aid, there is something you must do for me first. I would need you to retrieve 9 adamantine rods.
Takari is trying not to speak too openly and simply says, "Where?"
Near the northern bend of the River Styx, you will find the dock of a fallen city. El Terrell was not the first city to fall into the River Styx, and it will not be the last. Stowed away in the cathedral, under the statue of Lathander, my spies hid a set of adamantine rods. You will find the rods I need.
Very well.
Then,
Oh, sorry.
Bell speaks in Infernal once again, because he's a devil. If there is no further business, I would ask for you to leave.
Takari will nod again and look up at Ruin and say, "Well, let's see if we can gather Nigel and start making our way back to Fort Knucklebone."
Indeed.
All right, Nigel, I want you to roll me a sleight of hand, please. Okay, you're able to swipe a piece of what looked to be. Actually, I wrote this down. On the desk, you notice a blueprint that jumps out at you. Its title is the Solar Incendiator.
Okay.
Do you want to take it or just like do a quick read over of it?
I'm going to try to swipe it off of the table.
Okay, you pick it up.
I'm going to roll it up and like stick it in my quiver. And I'm assuming that this is happening as they're chatting over there.
Yes, your strange distraction worked on Bell, and he does not seem to mind your presence over there.
I'm going to shuffle around the desk a little bit more, like just do a little bit more thorough investigation on the table here.
So the rest of the papers are blueprints, what look to be various infernal machines.
Not interesting. Okay, then, yep, he's going to take that blueprint and try to sneak out with everyone else.
Okay.
Actually, if no one's looking, I'm gonna basically just uncast invisibility on myself and just kind of walk over and join the party
Okay.
right about here.
I'm blind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we're gonna leave anyway.
You're not there, so I forgot to add you. Actually, you were there before, but I removed you.
I can't see either if everybody's.
Because
thought Lamorak
removed
was
you
hanging
as well.
back.
You guys
Okay.
weren't there.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
that's what I thought.
removed you. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I thought they returned. That's why. That was,
Well, yeah, we're coming back up anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you guys get to see you. So yeah, you got some giants working away on some metal, and you got these little magma-looking guys working the forges.
They kind of look like Ganondorf.
They maybe were inspired by him. I don't know. Look kind of like him, yeah.
You know?
Glad you guys didn't start a fight in there.
No. That's why Takari was not gonna press that Lamorak came with them.
Okay, so you exit the fortress and meet up with Ergoth and Sir Lamorak.
Yeehaw.
Let's do it.
Ergoth was kind of like dozed off on the harpoon, sitting down.
Whenever they arrive back to the rest of the party, Takari will explain, we must go north. After seeing our friend down in Fort Knucklebone, there are adamantian rods that need to be found and returned to Bell in order to receive his help.
While you're talking, Lamorak is still, he's like on the ground and he's got his breastplate off and he's got the big spike from the dude that we just laid waste of. And he's just like slamming it into the Eltergard crest at the center of his breastplate. And he doesn't stop as you're talking. In fact, he starts doing it harder. And it's just this really sharp, like metal clinking sound that's like almost drowning you out.
Takari seems pretty unbothered by this and unsurprised. At this point, she sort of shoots Lamorak a quick glare, but she doubts he will see it. And then look back up to Aragoth.
Yeah, confirm. He doesn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ergoth yawns and he just asks, "Well, what were you saying?"
We're going to Fort Knucklebone, and then we must go north to find adamantian rods.
Oh, I know the
Bell.
fool's errand. Okay.
She's gonna kind of scoff at this and say, "It is for our quest."
Yeah, I know. They just always make it harder than it should be.
So as Lamorak's doing that, Nigel will turn to Lamorak and say, "Hey, do you need any help punching through with that spear?"
As soon as you say this, he finishes what he's doing. He may have just been going a little ham on it extra just because Takari was talking about shit that he doesn't particularly care for right now. And he slips the spike back into his pack and puts on the breastplate. And it's just, he keeps pretending like he maybe doesn't see Nigel, or maybe he can't hear him. Maybe it's because he's so low to the ground. Not sure.
Nigel's completely oblivious to any kind of like slight or anything. Just,
I love this dichotomy that our characters have going.
They're literally an old married couple.
100%. Takari's our daughter.
I'm what?
Yeah.
Whose?
We're the baby.
I'm the baby.
Exactly.
Nigel, did you want to look at that blueprint that you found?
Yeah, actually, I was going to pull that out as I make my way over to the war machine again. I'll have it unrolled and holding it out in front of me as I walk over to the war machine, and I'll be
there you
examining
are.
it.
Okay, so you look at it and you see a crude mock-up of what appears to be, I guess you could call it, a celestial being, and it is has like, looks like a creature with large wings and has like rays being drawn out of it, like little line marks, you know. And then
Okay.
around it is a big circle. In the margin, you see it as something's written, but you can't understand it because it's infernal.
Right, and I'm just going to assume that it was an infernal. So it's a winged being with a circle around it, and with
Yes.
infernal written in the margins.
Yes.
Anything else? Like there's like a skull and crossbones anywhere?
Not that you noticed, no.
Okay, well,
It is a very crude markup.
yeah, very crude. So Nigel will take it over to Takari and ask Takari. I believe you know Infernal, right?
I think she's stepped away
Oh,
for a
there
second.
you are.
Oh, it's Takari.
Root knows
Okay.
infernal.
Ruin does
Oh.
know Infernal.
Okay. Well, Nigel will ask Ruin then. Oh, Takari's back.
Yeah, you better ask Takara. You won't like what happens if you try to talk to Ruin about it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So Takari, you know what? You can read Infernal, right? So he
I
shows Takari
I can.
these blueprints that he picked up.
Takari will start reading them. She will translate them directly. Is this
That is the translation.
okay? Takari will say, after the inhabitants of a city have been dropped into the river Styx to bolster the armies of Avernus, a new celestial should be chosen to occupy the companion. 8 adamantine rods should be inserted in the companion to free the celestial, and a new one will take its place. This ensures that the companion is working at peak performance when another city is selected for purification.
What? I'm not sure you want to bring him these rods. Sounds like a bad idea. Also sounds like they have a celestial occupying something called the companion.
What is the companion, I wonder?
I assume it's some sort of contraption.
Think back to I guess Baldur's Gate.
The companion. Yeah.
Should I refresh your memories?
I mean, it was like a year ago, so.
Please.
Yes, please.
Okay, so floating above Elturel is a creature or a thing known as the companion. Rhea
right,
is part of the Order of the Companions. And shall I read you the, let's see.
We have a note on it, everyone, in our notes called The Companion.
I found it.
It's a magical sun that hovers over the city of Elturel. It destroys all the vampires and undead that infested Elturel.
And then, let's see. I'll have you read the puzzle box note. So it says, I'll just read it for you guys. What the infernal plates in the puzzle box read. So it says, be it known that I, Thavius Krieg, High Lord of Elturel, have sworn Master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all its manners and for all time. I will place her above all, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Incendiator, hereby called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel, it is and its vassal territory, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by the oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will be returned whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish.
Lamarck, are you in the headspace to receive some news that might be devastating?
What is that?
That Thavius Krieg, your buddy old pal, sold Elturel out?
Lamarck sneers and says, this does not surprise me, knowing the things that I now know.
Ergoth props up on the harpoon, and did you tell him like the companion thing, right? He knows about the companion stuff, right?
Yes.
He's kind of pondering, and he seems to be like tossing like thoughts in his mind, and it's confusing him. And he says, "Wait, so do we need Zariel to save Elturel?"
To kill her, yes.
But does she need to send Elturel back, or can we do it before?
Her
can we do
sword.
it
We
even
need
if we can?
we need her sword.
Okay.
Well, I will say there are other possibilities. Maybe you haven't explored yet.
Oh?
I'm not saying anything. I've given you hints about other possibilities, but I guess you guys haven't noticed yet.
Yeah, Ergoth is now really conflicted because he wants to save Elturel to be able to bring Belgara back, but it seems like we're trying to kill her with Bel, and now he's like in the middle of something he doesn't want to be in. In his mind, that's how he's thinking it.
I would say that Lamarck doesn't really know enough because he's so new to the party and doesn't have the background that everyone has to really make any kind of deductions or anything. And especially now that they're like so heavily like intertwined with demons and the like, it makes him less inclined to really pay attention during these situations or really care all that much.
Ergoth stands up from the seat on the javelin and then kind of leans against it, and he says, "How about this? Bel wants to get rid of Zariel. We need the sword to save Elturel, but we might possibly need Zariel to use the sword to save Elturel. So maybe we shouldn't rush into killing Zariel until we find out for sure we can do this without her."
As soon as you say something about killing Zariel, Lamarck like instantly perks up and says, what is this talk of killing the great Zariel?
Zariel, the Archduchess of Avernus.
Zariel that led the people into Avernus to destroy the evil that tried to take Elturel, the very same Zariel? Is this who you speak of?
Didn't
I believe so. Also the Zariel that decided to make a deal with the devil. And he kind of like leans a little bit less forward to Lamorak because he's kind of like worried about his reaction.
Takari speaks up and says, I'm sorry to tell you this way, Lemurak, but it is Zariel that created the demise of Elturel. It was her contract that Thavius Krieg signed.
She had to have some sort of reasoning. She could not have done this of ill will. Not the Zariel that I know. Not from the stories, and not from Jander's story. It doesn't make sense.
She is the Archduchess of Hell.
Lamorak, I think, in my opinion, she did it so that as an angel who hated devils, she wanted to have them under her thumb.
I could see this reasoning. It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah, I figured out that a long time ago. Let's just make sense of what we can, eh?
What makes it's starting to make sense right now is what that giant ball over Elturel was, which was what did you call it again, Takari? What was the name of it? Not the companion, the
Solar Incendiator.
Solar Incendiator. Incendiator or Insinuator?
Incendiator. It means waiting in. Let me see.
What are we insinuating?
No, it's not insinuate. It is.
Incinerate?
No. Oh, that's not what it was. Let me see. I know it's not like the insinuate. Insidiator, sorry. Insidiator.
Incendiator.
Sounds insidious.
It means one who lies in ambush.
Yes, very insidious.
So the Solar is lying in ambush. The Solar Incendiator. So what do we do? What are we to do now? Exactly. Knowing this, do we still want to grab these rods so Bell can press on with his plans with this Incendiator?
The rods are definitely something we have to get, I would say.
Takari
Seems like
sort of,
some powerful thing we'd need either way.
Takari sort of knits her brows together and nods a few times and says, but first we have the cog box we need to get back to Fort Knucklebone.
Yes.
If we can restore Lulu's memories, perhaps we will have more answers.
Yeah, I have no shortage of questions, so I think we should do that.
Well, let's go.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the map? All right. So luckily, it's only half a day's journey to Fort Knucklebones.
Oh God.
So you guys get there without any complications. I'll just say that. You guys get there.
Dura, does that cost me another soul coin?
Bill had our back.
No, you're running on fumes. You're good.
Okay.
Who has the cog box currently?
Ergoth does.
Yep.
Aragoth will say to Takari will say to Aragoth, I will join you to Maggie's if no one else wishes to come.
Aragoth hops off the machines, wherever Takari is, and looks back at the party and see who shows interest in following.
Ruin is coming with us.
Pedro follows.
I forget, are there any devils whose safety we should be worrying about as he's looking at Lamorak?
Takari shakes her head.
Well, Maggie's a fiend. She's a night hag, which is a fiend.
About that.
But not a devil, right? Is Lamorak more
Fiends are devils, basically.
I should say I don't want to use the word, but does he have anything against hags? Actually, he's gonna look at Lamorak and ask him, basically. Lamorak, how do you feel about hags? They collect fingers too.
I would rather not converse with the likes of fiends.
Would you strike her down on sight, or do you think you could hold back a little bit?
What is her purpose in this quest?
To help us.
With what?
Beltero.
With what?
The dream machine, Lamorak. To restore Lulu's memories.
I shall accompany you then. It is important that I know what the Hollyphant knows.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Yeah, you didn't make any promises. Let's go!
I just imagine him saying that, hopping on his horse.
Okay. Let's have you go to... Well, let's go to the picture. You guys don't actually need to go and...
Look at that picture. That's nice.
You don't actually need to be on the battle map for this. Alright, so you enter Maggie's cave. She looks to be working on something. Who knows?
Sequence.
Something.
Takari will speak up first and say, Maggie, we have returned, and we believe we have the cog box you require.
Can I show it to her?
Do you have the other materials with you as well?
I thought I gave them to her last time we were here.
I don't remember if you did.
I thought I did.
Okay, we'll say you did.
Okay.
And the sand, I think we got the sand. When did we get the sand? We got it from Mordenkainen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have that as well. I don't think we gave her that yet. I think we got the cog box and the sand since the last time we visited her, if I remember right.
No, but it's fine.
Okay.
Yep. It will just be a moment. Feel free to sit down.
Takari will take a seat on the ground.
I just made some of my famous larvae balls. Freshly plucked from the sticks if you're hungry.
Nope, don't want none of that.
Takari, she holds in a wretch, and she says, "No, thank you."
On the table, you see a wooden plate of wriggling piles of larvae chunks. Maggie goes to her workstation, where underneath sits the dust-covered dream machine. She does some quick tinkering and a healthy dose of percussive maintenance. Maggie brings the dream machine to the party. Now then, each of you get your own helmet. You'll be able to see everything as I dive into Lulu's subconscious. When you are ready, close your eyes and count to 3. And on a count of 3, the machine will turn on.
Takari will put a helmet on.
Same. Do I have to count out loud?
Yeah, I put a helmet on.
Do you put the helmet on top of your helmet?
No, I take my helmet off and I put the helmet on.
Everybody look, he took off his helmet.
I already took it off once.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
At the bar that wasn't a bar.
And that just says, shouldn't we have someone on the other side of this thing in case things go wrong?
That is perhaps up to the group. I am willing to use this dream machine. Do we need all of us to wear it? She'll ask Maggie that.
The more the merrier, I suppose.
And she'll look at Nigel and say, are you wishing to not partake?
Well, you remember what happened with the submersible.
I suppose I think that was a different circumstance, but she notices Ruin taking his helmet off to stand guard.
Ergoth also was remembering, didn't Belgara put something on her head that made her do something weird?
Yeah.
Remember that one time?
Yeah.
At band camp?
Who's Belgara?
The best spellcaster to ever live.
Is Lamar casting?
No, he wasn't. He wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh, darn. Nigel's about to pull out the vial and say, "This is Belgar."
Oh, Jesus!
God, no! Oh God, Ruin, no! Takari's gonna keep the helmet on.
Okay, so we have Ergos, Takari, Lamrak, and Nigel with the helmet on.
Yeah, put
If
it on.
Ruin's gonna stand guard, then Nigel will go into Dreamland.
Okay, it just makes you make a little tiny minor adjustment. Okay. Maggie says, "Now, on the count of 3, I will turn it on. As the dream machine is flipped on, you will most certainly feel a strange rushing sensation. 1, 2, 5. I mean 3. As you open your eyes, you find yourselves in an endless white landscape with Lulu in the center. Yeah, Lulu put one on too, by the way. But because that's her whole thing, why you're here. Anyways, but you come to realize you were looking out of each other's eyes. Lamrak, you're seeing out of Nigel's eyes. Takari, you're seeing out of Ergoth's eyes. Nigel, you're seeing out of Lamrak's eyes. And Ergoth, you're seeing out of Takari's eyes.
What?
Weird.
Do we have control?
Yeah.
Okay, Nigel looks at like his arms and then like realize what's happened. He says, "Oh no, I'm hideous."
I feel pretty.
I want to make a joke, but it's not too. That's appropriate.
You're seeing out of Nigel's eyes.
Oh no.
Hey,
You hear Maggie's voice cackling from beyond the white void. That's odd. One moment. There's a high-pitched squeal sound, a blurring of your vision, and then you can see out of the correct eyes. Now, that's better. Give me a moment to synchronize your soul stream with the Heartstone. Lamorak seems a little choleric.
What?
Choleric?
Yeah, choleric means bad-tempered or irritable.
Yeah.
Watch your tongue, witch.
As Maggie adjusts the machinery, the white void slowly morphs in and out of a sickening pink and fluffy landscape that slowly comes more and more into focus until it finally solidifies around you. This is inside of Lulu's mind. You should all be on the same beat now. I'm going to adjust the machine to harmonize with their Styx-tainted memories. The fluffy pink landscape begins to undulate precipitously. It seems to be to accelerate unevenly in semi-random directions, rushing past you and Lulu in a dizzying display. Then pieces of the pink fluff seem to decay, turning into faded brown patches or, in some cases, a dripping black sludge. The hue shifts to a silverish color as the skies above darken and fill with a cascade of diamond-like stars shining brightly. What you see now is a memory of Lulu and Zariel together. Zariel standing above Lulu, staring up at the stars. Lulu is curled around her feet. Zariel begins to hover a few feet off the ground, her wings spread wide, laughing. Zariel turns her head down to Lulu. The power of heavens refused to interfere in the blood war, to break an eternal cycle endlessly consuming mortal souls. But if we create a second front, if we broke the balance, that might be all it takes. Tomorrow we ride for glory, to end what no one else could. Lulu's memory melts away and reshapes itself, with Yael standing above Lulu. They're alone. Yael slumps against Lulu's side, clutching her fur to stay on her feet. She looks towards the horizon. They're on the Avernian plains. There's a huge cloud of dust. Some massive force is approaching. Yael raises the sword of Zariel high above her head and says, "To all the gods of the seven heavens, I plead for your aid. In the name of Zariel, Solar of Celestia, in the name of the mortals who have died in her noble cause, I beg a boon to fulfill the final wish of a dying angel. I beg you not to forsake the greatest and most daring of your warriors." And then there was an answer. "Lathander," Yael murmurs, "thank you." And then she plunges the sword down into the rocky surface of the Avernian wastelands. There's a huge burst of holy light. Yael looks up at Lulu and smiles. "All that's left now is the dream." The light intensifies. It's a blinding blast that never seems to end. Lulu takes to the sky, flying as fast as her little wings can take her, but crashes into the Avernian sands. As the blinding light fades, she slowly picks herself up. Lulu sees rising from the ground, from the confluence of a holy might and mortal surface, or mortal sacrifice, is an alabaster fortress. Here, the sword will be safe. But the skein of Avernus itself rebels at this holy touch. The wastelands seethe and boil in a pestilential eruption. A cancerous, bloody cyst surges upward engulfing the fortress and Yael. Suddenly, your memories begin to rush backwards as Maggie brings you back to Avernus.
And we're awake now?
You are awake now.
Takari is going to rip her helmet off. She's going to grab Ruin by the shoulders and attempt to shake him wildly and say, I knew it! I knew it! I knew that bloody cyst had something inside of it. I knew it! I knew it all along! We have to go back to it!
Oh, crap.
Lulu's in the room with us, right? She's
Yes.
was in the machine with us.
Yep.
So Lamorak is going to slowly remove his helmet and look to Lulu and say, Great Hollyphant, what does this mean? Who was Zariel? What was she? What was she doing?
She, was just trying really hard, I guess.
It's a long story, but I can feel my memories back. We were trying to stop the devils, but we failed. Zariel gave us her sword and asked us to keep it safe. But we could not. A force was coming for us. We had to ask for help. The sword of Zariel is within the fortress in the cathedral.
Was it Zariel that sold Elturel to hell?
What was in it?
I had to run away before that. There was a large man who approached us. Zariel gave Yael her sword and told us to run. What happened between them, I don't know.
So just to clarify with you, Duro, Thavius Krieg was the one who actually sold Elturel to Avernus, right?
Yes, he did.
And then Zariel came as an angel to try and save Elturel.
So it was. So Zariel came before that, 150 years before, or 100 years before that. Oh, what was it? Yeah, 100 years, 150. I don't know. 150. Yeah, it was that. Sorry. She came down. She wanted to gather an army to go and fight the devils and the demons. And then she fell. And then 100 years later, Elturel became infested with undead and vampires and all sorts of manner of those kinds. And it was Thavius Krieg who asked for someone to help. And it was theorized by the group that it was Zariel who asked, or who responded in his plea for help.
And at this point, Zariel was already Archduchess, right?
Yes.
So Zariel just did the deal with Thavius. Thavius is the one who sold it, but Zariel was already. She was just ready to accept the exchange because she would, I guess, for the souls, right, of El Toro.
Yes. So save the city in exchange for all their souls.
How could an angel fall so far, Lou?
I'm not sure.
Duro, did you?
She was a zealot.
Duro, during the dream sequence, did you mention? I thought I heard Lathander.
Yes, it was Lathander that Yael called out to receive aid. Also note that Zariel was a follower of Lathander.
So Lathander's a god.
Yes.
He's like
he
one
is
of the main gods, right?
god of the sun, essentially.
Yeah,
He's like-
okay.
So
If-
Lathander, it's implied here that Lathander answered that call.
Yes. He was not, at that point, Zariel was not an archduchess.
And that call was answered through her sword, wasn't it? From the vision?
Yes, so Yael used the sword as like a conduit to contact Lathander.
Aragoth is going to look at Lamorak and say, who do you worship?
I worship Tempest, the Lord of Battles, the God of War.
I think we'll need somebody to ask for Lathander's aid with the sword if we're able to get it. That's my speculation.
Takari's gonna speak up and say, if we can get through that cyst, the one that we went to before, we can get to the sword.
You have seen this cyst.
I tried to open it myself before, but we were unable. If you cut through it with your sword, then we will be able to access it.
Why my sword?
Is it not of divine power? And is it not very sharp?
Yes. It is both of these things. This is what we need.
I was thinking Rune can possibly shatter it. We can call it Dr. Pimple Popper.
Gross.
Lamorak, did you respond to Takari on that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
We didn't hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said, is that all we need to get through it, basically?
Takari says, I'm not sure, but we have to get there and we have to try.
He's gonna look to the night hag and say, Witch, do you know of the cyst?
Yes, I've traveled near it many times.
And do you know anyone who may know how to destroy this cyst?
Most people avoid it.
That did not answer my question.
I would not know of someone.
Can I do an insight roll on her?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought my sheet was up. Squeaky chair, excuse me. Insight. Here we go. Just want to know if she's lying.
You don't get any sense that she's untruthful.
All right.
I say we head to the cyst immediately.
I agree. That's a first. That we agree on something.
What about Nigel holds up the vial of Belgara?
The Vial of Belgara, legendary artifact.
Oh my god.
What about it, Nigel? We can't bring her back. Not yet.
I don't intend to until we save Elturel anyway. I don't want to save her only to bring her back to hell. Ergoth is going to look at Maggie and ask, do you have any soul coins that we can possibly make a deal with?
Are you asking to buy soul coins?
Yeah.
You can buy soul coins. I already told you.
For Maggie?
Well, not for Maggie. Let's see, what's his name?
The exchange guy.
Yeah, okay.
We might have to, like, make sure we have enough of those before we, but that's a long trip, right?
It'll take you 2 days to get there. Well, a day and a half.
A day and a half. And then the cyst is how many days out?
A day and a half.
Okay.
Nigel.
So the imp outside, his name is Sarkassia, and he'll sell you soul coins.
All right. I think either way, I think the cyst is like the most important thing right now. Hopefully we don't get stranded. Worst case scenario, we have to use our blood to power the machine.
We also have legs.
There's that.
Aragoth.
Yeah, there's
We've
that.
traveled through much of Avernus on our own 2 feet, as is.
That's a good
This is
point.
important. I'm not going to waste blood just to get to this cyst.
Well, no, I don't want to waste blood to leave, but we have 1 soul coin to get there, right? At least.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Nigel when he says that.
Oh, Nigel says, I might have a few soul coins left over.
Phew. Okay. After he hears that, he walks right to the war machine to get ready to go to the cyst.
Derry said we could buy soul coins here.
Yes, from Sarkassia. They're 100 gold each.
Okay, Nigel will buy a handful of soul coins here. Then. Let's see. Maybe 5 soul coins he'll buy.
Ergoth feels his pouch as he's walking away, and then he realizes that this gold is annoying him, so he's also going to buy 5 soul coins.
All right. Are you guys okay? So you buy your soul coins. I'm not gonna RP that because we're almost done for tonight. Do you guys head out there?
To the cyst.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me some caravan rolls, please.
Just 1?
Yes.
Okay. Oof,
Okay.
sorry guys.
You'll need to eat some rations. Make sure you've eaten 3 rations tonight, please.
What was a Ruin's roll for?
Navigation.
Okay, I roll investigate. No, sorry. I mean, yeah,
You roll perception.
perception.
So we need to eat 3 rations?
Yes, you would need to eat 3 rations tonight.
I'll give a ration to Nigel as well.
Nigel gladly accepts the ration. Thank you.
Good job, Ruin.
Ruin, did you put the soul coin in the war machine to power it? Or do you want Nigel to do it? Oh, sorry. Not Ruin. I mean Ergoth, because Ergoth bought some soul coins earlier.
He's gonna, I'll let you, yeah, he's gonna let you do it just because he feels like you have more than what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, Nigel will pop the soul coin in for the whole trip, which would be 2 soul coins.
I'm gonna go ahead and man the harpoon. I didn't, I got a bad roll on the perception, so I don't know if something's gonna happen.
Okay, so you're all fine. You got there just hunky dory.
Yeehaw.
All right, you arrive again at the disgusting bloody cyst. It seems to be that your previous attempts to destroy the cyst were successful, as you now find the exposed portion of an alabaster cathedral. Or a citadel, I mean.
Takari looks to it and points at it as she shouts over to Lamorak and says, "See?
No, you drained it.
Oh, wow.
Large chains have been lashed to the cyst, pulling it open even further. Demons and devils can be seen in fierce battles over the domain. Looming above the cyst is an imposing flying fortress."
Oh no.
What a spot.
And then we will be done for tonight.
Heyo.
Good work, everybody.
That was beautiful. Thanks, Duro.
Thank you, Duro.
Yeah, we finished with the culmination of many months.
Yeah, we started this in January, huh?
We're not done
Yeah.
yet.
No,
I'm
I know,
saying-
but like it's been
yeah.
a while.
I'm saying you've found the big quest items and you got the information you needed.
Finish up an arc, didn't we?
Yeah.
We hit a milestone. Yeah.
Did we hit a milestone?
Yes. So level up
Woohoo.
to 11. And then I will need to look over again to see if you need to level up again to 12 because you've finished this quest line.
Okay.
Okay, good sesh.
Yeah,
week.
awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Catch you
well
next
done,
week.
everybody. See you
Thank,
guys.
thank you, Dora.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daro. Bye.
Feel
Yeah.
better, Ruin.
Yeah, I feel better, Ruin.
Yeah, Ruin.
Sick babies. Good night.